Hi everyone, I am Margourtarotreader, and today we're doing a personal reading for one of my clients who will represent the sign of Capricorn. People in questions are Geminis and Taurus. Before I start, let me say that prior to the recording, I call onto the universe with your personal information and to the arcanas and the spirit guides to come in and predict whatever predictions we must guide you in. During the recording, there will be moments of silence. It is when I'm channeling to your spirit guides for your personal information. I do not enclose any of my clients' personal information. That is only for me to know. Okay. When it comes to the predictions, certain things can change or allowed to change to an extent. Certain predictions cannot and will not be changed because it is the path that you and people in question must lead and take. Predictions can also be sooner than the time or after the time that I predict. It just depends on how you yourself take actions toward the predictions or how you receive them. Okay. Now, let's get started here. Can you show me on my state to know in reference to my client? Thank you. Can you show me on my state to know? Say one more, so will be it. In this first spread, I will see the overall energy because we can see everyone involved, but it's mainly primarily for you, this first spread, but it will be from the current recent past to the next 3 to 4 months, depending on how you receive these predictions. Okay, let's see here. You are the Lady of Pentacles. Then we have a Gemini and a Taurus. Let's see here. Let's see what's going on. Here you are. I see you, and I see someone else already within your place. I feel there's a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, someone arising here, female, or you're getting upset in the very, very near future here due to your love department here, because someone is being dishonest is what I'm sensing here. Okay, so right away I feel that there's someone involved here in your love relationship here. Another female is what I'm sensing. Whether you're aware or not, I feel that you're not 200% aware of this situation here. We have the Taurus here already coming in. And I feel that I'm not sure if he's married or not here, but either way, there's 2 other females in the picture here who he's having some kind of difficulty and some kind of problems at this time, the Taurus in question. So he is fixing to tell you something, I want to say not too honest or not too truthful in reference to another female. He's having some type of conflict, some type of argument here. If he's married, it could be his spouse, but if he's not, it could be someone that is also within that relationship. Okay, now I also feel that there's also more than one female in reference to the Gemini, even though he hasn't popped in here, but because you and him are still at this time married. Yes, it's what I see here. Okay, yes, he is looking forward to divorcing you and also starting a new life with some other female here. It could be the Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, though. Female, someone arising that he will be in a partnership further down the line, the Gemini. I also feel that he is thinking of moving. Okay, yes, he is. He's moving. I see a movement of home here for either you or your spouse. Within the next 3 to 4 months, it could even be sooner. Is what I'm sensing here. He's having some arguments here also with another person who is a female. Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. Could be a mother, could be a relative of his. Is what I'm sensing here, the Gemini. Okay. I will tell you that he will soon communicate to you that he is moving, that he's thinking of moving, but he will eventually in the next 3 to 4 months. And he is looking forward to a legal separation from you. It's going on right now. It might be fully affected within the next 2 months. Could be 2 months or 4 months, but for sure in 2018 is what I'm sensing here. We'll do, I feel that you're more concerned in reference to the Taurus. So the next spread will be for the Taurus, and then the overall on the third spread will be for you and your spouse. But in each spread, we can pick up each people's energy. but more exclusive when I tell the energies, the spirit guides, who are we seeing most and feeling their sensibility and their emotions and their thinkings. Okay. You must excuse me because I'm having my coffee this early morning. Now, let's see here what I'm seeing for you here. I feel that there's an older person next to you, someone that could be a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, someone that thinks of you, someone that wishes to date you. I feel he's a bit older than you is what I'm sensing. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Okay. Could be through your work surroundings. Gemini's. Okay. Now, is he coming back? You know, I feel that the Taurus has feelings for you is what I'm sensing here. But he's having difficult because there is a family member who's being very dishonest and tells him certain things about you that are not true. Or he feels that they're, you know, maybe he believes what they're telling him, but the person itself is being very dishonest and coming up with more than what the truth is in reference to you. Okay, there's a female there who's a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising here. There's two females in his life right now. They're not too suitable. It doesn't matter whether they're family or even his own spouse if he is married. They're just between the energy of you and him. Okay, he does care for you, and I feel that you do too, but you're about to get into an argument if you haven't already. Due to one of these females, could be a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, these two women are very deceitful when it comes to both of you. Okay, I do feel that he will return, the Taurus. He will return in a very short time. I do see that. I just feel that he's having some difficulties here with some family members around him. And if he is married, you know, he's also not happy. If he is married, you did not enclose that, but I feel that there is someone there close to that extent. Okay. You do feel that, you know, you're missing him right now because he's been gone in a few, but I feel that this is just short-lived. He'll come around. He'll come around, but he's not going to come around too happy as he's been in the past. Keep that in mind, okay? Because I feel that there's some kind of rumors going around there. That he's not sure whether or not they're truth, okay? And the fact that he's not trusting you 100%, you need to be very careful with that, because that means that he could get easily influenced by whoever it is that is, you know, telling him things. And I'm referring to the Taurus, okay? The Gemini here, he's very, he seems very depressed when it comes to you. Sometimes he finds himself missing you or reminiscing the past. Is what I'm sensing here with the Gemini. He will continue to talk about the separation, is what I'm saying here. There is someone else in his life right now, in the Gemini's life. There's actually more than one person, is what I'm sensing here, he's having some kind of difficulties here. So basically, I don't see him very happy when it comes to his intimacy. I don't see him very thinking, you know, am I going to have a good life with this other woman? Or, you know, he has women around him, the Gemini, but I don't see him very 100% happy with, okay? There's one that he's thinking about who's a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, someone arising, and he's going to end that relationship in a very short time. He seems to like this person, but this person is also with someone else, married to, is what I'm sensing here. There's also another woman who could be also married, is what I'm sensing here. And he's having difficulty with that woman here. So he's having difficulty all the way around. So basically he's more into friends with benefits kind of thing here, your spouse, okay? And yes, he's looking forward to the separation. At this time, it's still a go. Within the next 3 to 4 months, the divorce is still, it's a yes. But we'll see as we go within the tarots, okay? Within the readings. He is thinking of moving, which I feel that he will definitely do so in 2018. incoming this year. There's a movement here from a home, from a residence. It could be from you or it could be from your spouse. There'll be talk about the money situation, depending on how many years you've been married and if you have any children together. You know, he will try to say, you know, I will give you this, but not this much, or, you know, there will be a difference in there. So he might not want to give you all that you're expecting within this divorce if you are asking for something. Okay. Now, let me see here. Okay. So the next spread will be for the Taurus, and let's see what's going on in his relationship here. And in the overall energy in reference to you. Arcana, show me what must I need to know here. Arcana, show me what must I need to know. Speak to me, Arcana. Show me the future. Arcana, show me what must I need to know. Most importantly, what are his intentions in reference to my client? Thank you. Let's see. Well, he absolutely does care for you, okay? And don't worry, he's going to make a return. Now let's see what's going on there. And this spread is for the Taurus, okay? Well, I see him trying to make some changes here in his work. I think he's going away for a little bit here within the next 3 to 4 months. It could be sooner, it could be later. And we're referring to the Taurus here. There's a thinking of leaving the job for a while is what I'm sensing here. He's also leaving the house. Maybe he's going on vacation or something here. The first few months of 2018. Yeah, he's not happy at home. Here the energies are that I feel that he could be also married, okay? You did not enclose that, but if he's not, then he has someone within his home environment. He's not happy with that person. They're having some kind of upsetting conversations is what I'm sensing here. Okay, well, I do feel that the Taurus has feelings for you, but right now he's just not happy with whoever he's communicating here with, another female who's very much into his life is what I'm sensing here, okay? When it comes to you, he does have feelings for you. He thinks highly of you. And he will make a return in your life. I just feel that there will be some type of mistruth when it comes to the Taurus. In other words, he will communicate things that are not that you may feel they're not 100% truthful to you. It could be partial truth is what I'm sensing here. And also I feel that you're going to be very doubtful of how he feels for you, or how he talks to you, or how he shows you. It could be because of all this situation that you're under, being with your spouse and whatnot, and in the way that you are in these relationships with both these males. But I feel that it's mostly within your inner self, feeling insecure is what I'm sensing here mostly. And also, including in the Taurus, he will also be feeling insecure a bit there when it comes to you. He is looking forward, the Taurus, of your divorce, which I feel that it will go through in 2018 for sure, your divorce with your spouse, because I'm seeing it here very clearly. And it will go. In 2018, you will be divorced with your spouse. okay? I also feel that your intentions will be to be in a steady relationship further down the line with the Taurus. Now, this is the Taurus spread, and I feel that there's a line here for you, and there's a line here for another female. So if there is another female already currently in his life that you know of, because I feel that you could have an ability to know that there is someone else there. I don't know if he's married or not. Now, it could be a family member that is butting in too much in this situation. You know, sometimes there is someone that advises you and you consider your best friend, and so therefore that person shows up in these energies because you have them as well in your conscious, or in his conscious, being that is his reading. It could be a family member that he appreciates and acknowledges quite a bit, but I'm just feeling that there's someone here that is in his life as a relationship as well as yours. Okay, it's someone that is either from his past or it's currently affecting him because he could have children with that person, and that is why that person shows in here. But I feel that it's most importantly the energy directed to you here. Now, after the 4 months is what I'm sensing here, because now we're on the second spread. So the second spread is between after 4 to 6 months, depending on how you receive the energies. I feel that you're going to give him a word. You're going to continue talking to him. You're going to continue seeing him. He will leave his job temporarily, and he will leave his home temporarily, the Taurus, because I feel that he's either going on vacation or just taking some time to recoup himself or do some other things on the side, is what I'm sensing here from the Taurus. Okay. He's going to feel a little bit unease when it comes to how he feels for you. He's going to feel that, and he will tell you these things too. There will be conversation between you and him on how to decide to continue being together. You know, you as a Capricorn and him as a Taurus, you're very demanding. Both of you want things when you want them, how you want them. So you both have very similar characteristics. And sometimes that's a good thing, but sometimes that could be a downfall because it's almost struggling for power there. Okay. I feel that he's going to, when you let him know that the divorce is going through or has or will take place, I feel that he's going to struggle within himself. Can he trust you 100% to be with you 100%? Is what I'm sensing here. Okay. He does care for you, and he has thought of you into be a serious relationship with you. But he also listens to other people that tell him things within his or about his relationship here. And we're talking about the Taurus again. There is a friend who he considers a very, that he cares for this person more as a family member who is a Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, Sun, or Rising. We also have this female who's a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, or Rising. These two women have a lot to do within his life, so you look and see who they are. And if it's not their Sun, Moon, and Risings, it's their character of who their persons are. One is very loving, very caring, very nurturing, like a family, like a sister, like a mother. The other one is a little bit older, the Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, someone who dyes their hair, who's very light complected, dyes their hair kind of reddish or on a reddish light kind of sense, who could be a little bit more mature, someone who's very much in control and bossy and likes things her way, and who hangs out a lot with a lot of family members or males. So again, it could be their energies here, okay, as well. Now with the Gemini here, what I'm sensing here is that, you know, once he divorces you and whatnot, he feels that life will go better for him, and he feels that he can renew it with someone else. It could be a Sun, Moon, or Rising, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer female, who he acquaints quite well and considers a friend with benefit kind of thing here. But we'll see his spread next, because I feel that those are his intentions, but you know, karma is a bitch sometimes, and I'm sensing that he's not going to be very happy after his divorce, but we'll see, because I do see the divorce here, but for some reason I'm sensing that there will, it's at the end, which is telling me something might change, karma or something destined might change at the very last minute, okay? Maybe because he's going to regret it, your spouse, or maybe because he's going to come to his realization that he's being a fuck up. And I'm sorry, I'm just, I'm getting your energy here. And maybe he's going to realize that he made a big mistake with you and that he could have done things differently, or vice versa here, okay? I think that what happened in this marriage is that you took so much pain in and you allowed it, and I apologize for this, but you allowed certain things to take place to continue, because he did what he did. And they always do. They do what they do to an extent. It's our fault because we allow them to be. And if you are aware, one, you let them do two. And, it's just really up to you if you continue taking them in. Normally, it does fall that once a cheater, always a cheater. Normally, it does fall because they haven't learned their lessons the way it's supposed to be, and so therefore they continue. And also because we ourselves allow it, or we don't learn the lessons as it should be, so we continue doing these things, okay? So, and I do feel that you blame yourself sometimes partially for this situation, mainly because you allow it, and mainly because you could have done something, or things like that. But now that you feel that you don't want to continue with it, then you will move forward. And also, he's also hurt by this. I'm pretty sure he knows that you're about doing your own thing too. So basically, it's been broken one too many times. So therefore, the best for you is to let go, because if you do not acknowledge that you are in love with each other still, then there's no need to be in this marriage. But I do feel that you're not feeling this love for your spouse. Now your spouse will find himself finding that he's missing and longing for you, mostly for the past and the past of how it was in the very beginning of this relationship. Okay? Now, was he influenced by other people? To an extent, yes, because he's listening. I feel that he's not trusting you 100% here, the Taurus, because I feel that because of the situation, how you've met and how you've been, and it's normal, it's natural, it will happen that there's not going to be 100% trust there on both ends. So I feel that he is listening to other people of what they're telling him, okay? But, unfortunately, when I do readings, I ask as much as I can from your personal information. And if you don't include it, then that's really your choices. But sometimes I ask for full names and full birthdays and whatnot, because I pick up other energies through that too. But that's fine. Here, I feel that sometimes, the conversation that is coming along too with you and the Taurus, sometimes this conversation will be, it will leave you puzzled, it will leave you wondering, and it will leave you upset thinking whether or not it's true, okay? Again, I feel that he's not happy wherever he is at this time. Wherever he's staying at or living with, he is not happy, and he won't be in the next 3 to 4 months. The Taurus, as well as your spouse, is not happy with you at home. And I feel that you're the same. It's almost like the three of you are in the same dynamic whole here. That you are both very upset with every situation, but you're just waiting for someone to break the glass here, in order to escape, is how I see it. And basically, you are both, you and the Taurus are waiting for the Gemini to break the glass. That's how I'm sensing here. Let me see. He will have and I apologize for that. He will have a conflict with family members because of you. I feel that he will start defending himself when it comes to you with his family. He will be more protective of you, the Taurus. Right now, he's just, he's going through some hurdles here with these family members, females is what I'm sensing here. Again, there is this woman, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, someone arising, who he thinks a lot of. Because it's almost like he was with this person in the past, or she's still in his life. Again, is what I'm sensing here. But I will say it's not as you see it, okay? It's not like I'm having intimacy with this person. It's not. But this person just always putting her 2 cents into his life here. Again, I don't know if he's married with this person or not, but she's definitely someone who is in his life. I don't know why they're not being straightforward here, the energies. It's outside parties, outside people who it's in his head, who keeps telling him things that he is very doubtful of. Find out who they are. And I feel that you have this energy, that you know who he talks to and who could be the ones telling him things. Yes. What are they telling me to look here? You'll be surprised at one of the family members that will tell him something, okay? One will be very defending, meaning defending you on the conversation. One will be manipulative, is what I'm saying here. I feel that there will be also conflicts between you and the Gemini in the family here also. I see that there is no intimacy here between you and your spouse, and there will continue to be no intimacy here between you and your spouse. Okay, conversation that will take place between you and your spouse would be your spouse will be lying to you about something, is what I'm sensing here. Could be the legal papers, could be the divorce here. He could I feel that your spouse has done something to the papers, and he's telling you otherwise different. As of now, within the next 3 to 4 months, if he tells you I filed for divorce, and it's something about those divorce papers that he has not done properly, or he neglected to do so, and he's going to tell you the opposite. Okay? He could have put them on hold sometime, and he told you he filed them, and he didn't, but he will. But he's going to lie something in reference to that aspect. Okay? Now, let's see. Okay. I feel that I have to say here something else. Again, I keep seeing a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer male who could be slightly older than you, or just someone that comes from a family of, that he's very close to his family, or that he could have, you know, grown children or children. Again, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer is what I'm sensing here. That person is outlined in here for you. You know, the universe puts it there for you in case you would like it. Yeah. It could also be another Taurus or a Virgo, Capricorn person too. Now, let's see the energies for your spouse here. The overall energy. Arcana, show me. Arcana, what's in store for... Arcana, show me what must I need to know in reference to my client. What's in store, Arcanas? One more they're saying. Let's see. I'm not sure if your husband is aware of the Taurus here. He knows of him, is what I'm sensing. But I'm not sure. Yeah, I see him getting pissed off and whatnot with the Taurus here. Sometime after, could be after summer. Maybe he knows of him, but I feel that he's going to get into in a moment, in a time frame of not wanting to hear from him, being pissed off at him. Okay. If he is aware, then I feel that he's going to be very furious about this between you and the Taurus. Your spouse will be very deceitful when it comes to the money. Someone is leaving his job here temporarily. I feel that it will be the Gemini. And I feel that he's going to be very blocked off when it comes to the Taurus. He's going to be hating this man tremendously. So he knows of him, but he doesn't know, I feel, of what's going on between you and him. If that's the case, he will find out. And if he knows now, something is going to take place that your spouse is going to be very furious of with the Taurus, because I see all these 5 here. And also what I'm sensing here is that in 2018, sometime after the summer, you might be very furious with the Taurus as well, because I see all these 5. The Taurus is going to be very, very upset, very depressed, very blocked off from all this, and almost at a distance from you is what I'm sensing here. Okay? Something is going to take place here that is just not going to be that suitable. You know what I'm, and I have to say what I'm sensing here, okay? You know, the divorce shows as active as going, but we are in the 3rd spread, and something tells me here that even if your spouse files for it, because I feel that he is, and that he has all these high hopes here to reunite himself with someone that he's having friends with benefit and whatnot, but that's going to go sour on him. He really does care for this other woman who's a Sun, Moon, or Rising, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. But I feel that he's having some conflicts here within that situation. Something is going to give within his mind, within his way of thinking to your spouse, that I see him retracting from this divorce here. Sometime after summer could be. I feel that the conversation will be very dishonest when it comes to him and you. He's going to do something that he's supposed to and not act on it. Could be the final act of filing the papers. Could be the final act of going to the court. Could be a lot of these things here. He will tell, if you are going through the divorce at this time, I feel that he's going to be very dishonest when it comes to his money. Including with his feelings. He's going to start doubting all this time, saying to himself, I'm not in love with my spouse, I don't love her anymore, and I don't care for her anymore. But I feel that these feelings are going to start reflecting differently sometime after summer 2018 in your spouse's mind. I feel that he's going to start doubting, start thinking that maybe he does have feelings for you. Could be because if he's not aware of the Taurus, when he finds out, normally that's what happens. We go through this second guessing